Hi, other people of YouTube. Okay, this might be a little strange, but I think I'm a lizard person, and, well, not a full lizard person or anything. I think my dad was the lizard person, and my mom is the human, so I guess that makes me like a hybrid. Hi guys, I've been doing some research on lizard people and reptilians, and it might actually not be such a good thing that I might be part lizard person. Um, Basically, supposedly they're from another planet, they're aliens who disguise themselves as humans and walk among the human race.
I found myself emailing him the other day about something that I wanted him to do for me, and I was like, when I just thought about it, I was like, that's so selfish, because it's like, what is the mind frame of somebody that's about to go to jail for months and that has never...
Big Brother is watching. There's a nationwide push to start tracking where children are during school hours. They would basically be microchipped, kind of like a pet. ABC4 News wanted to know what parents in Utah think about the possible tracking system. The night team's Kimberly Nelson joins us now live in Salt Lake City. Kimberly, what are they saying?
Well, they're not excited about it, and here's the deal. Students who play hooky cost school districts money. So to coop some of that money, they're taking those drastic steps, as you just mentioned. But parents we spoke with are outraged about what this could mean for our future. You may use it to get into secured buildings. And it's already embedded into most of your credit cards, being scanned every time you swipe. The technology is known as Radio Frequency Identification System, and it's soon going to be used at some schools across the country to track students' whereabouts.
Excuse me? They want to microchip my children? Like I do with my dog and my cat?
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order. We have a real chance at this new world order.
Because there's a bunch of devil workers in Hollywood. And there's a lot of black folks too. And they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
What's that sound?
I think it's coming from the chimney.
Is it a ghost? Am I being Scrooged? I hate that. Scrooged?
The Pakistani police arrested an ISIS commander, Yusuf al-Salafi, and sources told Pakistan's Express Tribune that the commander confessed to receiving funds routed through the United States to recruit young people to fight in Syria. That the commander confessed to receiving funds routed through the United States to recruit young people to fight in Syria.
But the fall of Ramadi has galvanized the Iraqi government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces. We're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
I get possessed by the spirits. I get possessed by the spirits.
I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me.
I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up, now he won't leave. People conjured him up, now he won't leave.
It's just not a good sign. I'm almost 52 years old, and in my whole lifetime, in the last 3 months, I've seen more military equipment running up down the highway and flying in the air than I probably have in my whole life, which is kind of strange to me. Now, I mean, and I live close to a military base, 3 of them actually, 4. So, you know, it's not nothing normal for me to see, you know, 1 or 2 units or 4 or 5 units driving down the highway going on a drill somewhere, which that's normal. But I don't see this. I don't even see this going to the base. I just feel as if, you know, some of this might have something to do with something being up. Not to say it's a conspiracy, just to say something we're not being told and it's being kept really hush. And it's extremely wild.
The clock has now run out. And I love trendies that haven't lived in a tyrannical country, that have lived in a lap of relative luxury compared to any other country in the world per capita. And they sit there and they go, we'll never be a nuclear war. That's never going to happen. And they make jokes about wanting to live under communism, and they go and flip off communist victim memorials in D.C. and have celebrations about it, and they support radical Islam coming into our countries. They're fools.
So folks, here's what happens. I will call up Carrier, the president, because I have to do it myself. I know it's not.
That's a good point.
There is a secret society that we know. There are many secret societies that we know. There are secret societies in the music business that we know. The higher you get up, the more homosexual it gets.
Fact, the door is open.
Yo, listen, this is not a strike at homosexuality. I'm just saying, the higher you get up, further them doors are, open up the rooms, the funnier the shit that's going on in the rooms.
Y'all fucking each other up there?
Excuse me?
Y'all fucking each other up there?
There's a lot of shit going on, man. Like, I mean, let's keep it real. Like, I'm not into bashing no set of people. One of my favorite uncles was a homosexual. You know what I mean? May rest in peace. He's one of my favorite uncles. So it's not about that. I'm just calling it the way I see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in the music industry, you have, look at the trends, right? If you follow what's going on in the trends, rappers have adapted homosexual fashion. The way certain rappers dress, the way the gays dressed years ago. It is what it is. That's just a fact. You can't dispute fact.
Successful rappers or rap as it is now?
I'm just the culture, just rap. It's not just whether they're successful or up and coming.
But you were saying if you got higher, it got...
I'm not talking about even rappers. I'm talking about the people in control. The higher you up, the executives and people pushing buttons, behind buttons. Do I think that they playing with boys? Yes. Do I think that they playing with boys? Yes. Some of them, not all of them. I can't say exactly who, but I hear stories. You hear stories too. You've probably been in this business longer than me.
A lot of us in the industry, we hit this brick wall where we get executives that try to sleep with us for us to move forward in the industry.
Also in the Choke No Joke interview, he spoke about Funkmaster Flex and exposed him for having to perform homosexual acts to get the success he has had.
Flex, we know what y'all doing. I know what you did to get where you at, Flex. You can't get mad at me because I didn't succumb to that shit, my nigga. Yo, dog, I'm sorry you had to do what you had to do to advance in the industry. But I'm not here to get my asshole blown out. I'm not here to take it in the mouth. I'm trying to be a man. Let me be a man and be successful.
And if they don't use fire to burn things up, they'll use fire to clean them up.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
Stand by for a moment. We'll quickly go up to the Supreme Court. Jake Tapper is standing by. We now know, Jake, what the United States Supreme Court has decided on this very historic day.
That's right, Wolf. It appears as though in a landmark decision, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that states cannot ban same-sex marriages. Let's go to Pamela Brown at the court itself for more on this landmark. Pamela.
A historic day here at the Supreme Court, Jake. You can probably hear gay rights advocates to my right cheering by this decision authored by Justice Kennedy, saying that the right to marriage is a fundamental right and gays and lesbians cannot be excluded from that right. In this broad ruling by Justice Kennedy, he says the right to marry is a fundamental right and same-sex couples may not be deprived of liberty or that right to marriage. So again, ruling today that same-sex marriage is a nationwide constitutional right. This is one of the greatest civil rights issues of our time, and this is what gay rights advocates have been hoping for decades, that they can get married no matter what state they live in. And today, that is what has happened here at the Supreme Court with this ruling.
With a sad and broken heart, I'm mooning over you, my little moon dog. For soon the time will come to part. I'm crying over you, my little angel, who lives high in the sky. I'm crying over you, my little angel, for back to earth I soon must fly. I lost my love to a moon dog who dances upon a star. I lost my love to a moon dog, and my heart still bears a burning scar. I long for you, my little moon dog, a nymph in the pale moonlight. I pine for you, my little moon dog, for it's you who makes the moon so bright, for it's you who makes the moon so bright.
Let us renew our determination, our courage, and our strength, and let us renew our faith and our hope. We have every right to dream heroic dreams. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look.